Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to the Prema Bhakti Chandrika series. And today we are going to discuss the fifth verse of Prema Bhakti Chandrika, which goes like this: Chakshudan dilo jai janme janme prabhu sei दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाश जाते वेदे गाए जहाँ रचरितो. The vision given by spiritual master, this will be the theme. So let's understand the face meaning and then we will go a little deeper into that. So Chakshudan Dilojai, one who has given me the eyes. Janme Janme Prabhu say, life after life, he is only my master. Divya Jnan Hriday Prakashito, who illuminates the knowledge in the heart. And Prema Bhakti Jaha Haite, one who gives Prema Bhakti, avidya vinasha jate, and destroys the ignorance. Vede gai jahara charita. Even the Vedas sing the glory of the spiritual master. So this is the word to word meaning. Now let's go deeper uh, by the commentary of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. He mentions Chakshudan means one who delivers the disciple by subduing his mundane vision and giving him the spiritual vision and makes him suitable to receive the spiritual world, spiritual facts, spiritual knowledge, and spiritual phenomena. Hmm. So that is Chakshudan Dilojai. And then Prema Bhakti Jahan Haite Avidya Vinasha Jate, Vede Gai Jahara Charita. Vede Gai Jahara Charita means Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur comments that uh, the Vedas, they glorify at many places the importance of spiritual master, like Srimad Bhagavatam is saying Acharyam ma vijaniyat, or Chandogya Upanishad saying Acharyavan Purusho Veda, one who has the spiritual master, he will understand the truth, like that. So now let's try to understand uh, again the entire Tripadi. So Chakshudan Dilojai, that means every conditioned soul is actually blind, spiritually speaking. And because of that blindness, he cannot see himself. It is called as Andha Tamisra. The condition is that of deep darkness of material ignorance, by which has forgotten his own Swarup, and he has forgotten that he is Krishna's servant for time immemorial, and he is misidentifying himself with this body and having thinking thinking that anything related to this body is mine, and this kind of ignorance is making him wander in different species of life after life. So guru is the one who breaks this process, and tate Krishna bhaje kare guru ra sevan, maya jal chute pave Krishna ra charan, and he gives him the clear knowledge that he is eternal servant of Krishna. Not only that, he gives him chakshu dan. That means he makes his senses spiritualized. These mundane senses cannot see the spiritual subject matter. These mundane subjects cannot access the spiritual world. So Guru makes our senses spiritualized so that we can access the spiritual world, we can access the spiritual phenomena. अतः कृष्ण नामादि न भवेद ग्राह्यम इंद्रिय सेवोन्मुखे जीवादो स्वयमेव स्फुरत्यदा. So Guru's mercy makes our senses ready to access the spiritual subject matter. So without that we do not have the capacity. या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्याम जागृति संयमी यस्याम जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः. If we are active in the material sphere, we cannot have access to the spiritual sphere. If we are active in the spiritual sphere, we are not interested in material sphere. That is as simple as that. So our senses, by sparshamani nyaya, that means just like the iron becomes like fire when put in fire, similarly when we serve Guru, our senses become spiritual and become capable of receiving Krishna's sweetness. Without that, even if one gets Krishna's darshan, it is as good as not taking Krishna's darshan. Because Jiva Goswami writes, Shri Krishnasya madhurya anubhavam vina darshanam api adarshanam iva. That means just like Duryodhan had Krishna's darshan, Shishupal had Krishna's darshan, but did they really have Krishna's darshan? No, because their senses are not capable of accessing Krishna, even if Krishna is right in front of them, uh, because of not surrendering to the spiritual master. So, but one who has surrendered to the lotus feet of spiritual master, his senses become like Sripad Ramanujacharya. He empowers Dharnur Das to see the beautiful eyes of Ranganath. Lord Ranganath, his darshan Dhanur Das might have taken thousands of times, but nothing clicked inside. But when Ramanujacharya took him by hand and showed him the eyes of Sri Ranganath, that time, first time he had darshan of Ranganath, kind of first time he could appreciate the beauty of Ranganath. And this is Chakshudan Dilojai. So that we see by the mercy of spiritual master, one gets the chakshu, not only chakshu, all the senses. The hands become capable of serving Krishna, the legs become capable, the ears become capable. So chakshudan is like upalakshan, representative of all other senses. uh, janme janme prabhu say. Why janme janme prabhu say? Even if a sadhaka could not make it in one lifetime, in next lifetime, till he goes back home, back to Godhead, Guru will never, uh, if he is a sincere practitioner and doesn't do aparad, Guru will never leave him and will never abandon him. And according to Jiva Goswami, there are two types of Guru in Bhakti Sandarbha. He mentions uh, Vyashti Guru and Samashti Guru. Samashti Guru is directly Krishna, Krishna only in spiritual world, who takes the role of spiritual master, and who empowers the Vyashti Guru is individual Guru, uh, with whom we surrender, to whom we surrender. So, so this both Vyashti Guru and Samashti Guru are eternal, and they help the living entity. And whether in sadhana or siddhi, they are only the guides of the, whether in practice or in perfection, they are only the guides of the living entity or the practitioner. So this is about Vyashti Guru and Samashti Guru. Uh, and Janme Janme Prabhu say, in every life, and even if one, when one goes back home, back to God, still that spiritual master is his, like Prabhupada mentioned, I think to Shama Sundar Prabhu, that when we will go to spiritual world, we will be together, like Prabhupada said. uh, One disciple asked Prabhupada, when I go to spiritual world, how will I recognize you? So Prabhupada said, you first go there, I will find you out, don't worry. So Janme Janme Prabhu say, Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashito. He gives Divya Gyan about Krishna and illuminates that knowledge inside our heart. The next half of the this verse is Prema Bhakti Jahan Hoite Avidya Vinasha Jate Vede Gai Jahar Charito. Let's try to understand this little deeply based on our Acharya's comments. So, in general comments, I mean, not necessarily particularly to this verse. Prema Bhakti Jahan Hoite. Guru's heart is the jeweled throne for Bhakti Devi to sit. Okay, Prema Bhakti. Now, what is Prema first of all? Srila Jiva Goswami defines prema or preeti in a preeti sandarbha as follows. Tasya ladinya eva, Krishna's ladini shakti. He has three shaktis: ladini, sandini, samvit. Pleasure giving potency, and the existential potency, and the knowledge potency. So with that potencies, all the workings of the spiritual world take place, all the forms and relationships and exchanges, they take place. And when they act in the material world in the perverted way, the material interactions take place. But the original Ladini Shakti, the pleasure giving potency of Krishna, and her Ladinira Sar is Mahabhav, and Mahabhav Swarupa is Radharani, Radha Thakurani. So, in other words, Radharani only sits in the heart of Gurudev and distributes Prema Bhakti. So, what is Prema Bhakti? What is Prema? Tasya Ladinya Eva Kaapi सर्व आनंद सर्व आनंदातिशायिनी वृत्तिर नित्यं भक्त वृंदेषु निक्षिप्यमाना Bhagavad Priti Akhyaya Vartate. That means this Ladini potency's one tendency is to create ultimate bliss for Krishna and for the devotee. So that only is projected in the heart of the pure devotee and takes the name Prema or Preeti. There's a little technical definition, but important to understand for all the practitioners. So Prema Bhakti Jahan hoite. This is the main result of worshipping the lotus feet of Guru, that he gives this Prema Bhakti to the suitable candidate who has surrendered. Avidya vinasha jate. And avidya, the anadi avidya, which makes one forget one's swarup and which makes one forget one's relationship with Krishna, that is destroyed. So what happens is a jiva is affected by avidya. Avidya means this avidya is a tendency of Maya Shakti of Krishna, which is Bahiranga Shakti, and which covers the knowledge of the living entity, and binds him to this material world. So this avidya covers oneself. Then comes asmita, I am somebody related to this body. Then comes rag, attachment to things pleasurable to my senses. And dvesha means hatred to things which are unfavorable to my senses. And abhinivesh means absorption in this, and fear of death. So all this is continues the bondage of the living entity. So this avidya is of has the four uh, concepts within it, sub concepts: thinking, or four functions: thinking temporary to be permanent, thinking impure to be pure or desirable, thinking misery to be happiness, and thinking non-self to be the self, that is body to be the self. So these are the functions of avidya. So when Guru's mercy comes, these things are destroyed. One sees things as they are. And Vedagai Jahara Charita. All the Vedas are describing Guru's glories. They are filled with examples like Samaved, Chandogya Upanishad. They have the pastime of Satyakam Jabal, who pleased Gautam Muni and attained Brahma Vidya from him. And how Nachiketa took knowledge from Yamaraj. So many other pastimes are there about Guru and disciple relationship and glories of the Guru. Yasya deve para bhaktir yatha deve tatha guru tasyete kathitayartha prakashante mahatmana. Only after taking shelter of Guru and Krishna, when one reads Vedas, then only the real meaning is revealed to him, illuminated to him in the heart. Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashito, we just read. Then Acharyavan Purusho Veda, then Acharyam Mam Vijanya Sakshad Haritvena Samasta Shastra, like Vishwanath Chakra Thakur has said, that because Guru is so dear to Krishna, he should be seen as non-different from Krishna, being the so dear servant of Krishna. So these Vedas are filled with the glories of Guru, and this is the sum and substance of today's verse, how Guru gives us vision and how we should remain indebted to him life after life. Hare Krishna. So that's all for today. Krishna willing, we will meet once again. Till then, have a very nice, happy, Krishna conscious day. Hare Krishna.